first person to on a national. I saw.
Right,
we got a running joke. We got a joke y'all know nothing about. You know, I have credit for now. So people want to know. They say, okay, I know he did something incredible, but a lot of cats don't realize that I'm the one that gave y'all this. I was the first person to, on a national or global scale, in a hip hop setting, do this, and no one had ever heard it done. Yeah, I did my mix. I did a 30-minute mix. It was incredible, right? I liked it so much I went back over it again. Wait a minute. I liked it so much I went back over it again. I liked it so much. You know what? Let me go and put my voice on. You know what? I like my voice. I like my voice so much. Let me go and do my own acting. You know what? I like my voice so much. Let me drop a rhyme right here. Let's go ahead and produce this whole piece out right here like it's a whole song. Okay, cool. I tell you what. I like it so much. Let's go ahead and bring in some sound effects, audiences, gun claps, all that. Let's make it like a movie. I like it so much. You see what happened? I overdubbed it to the point where it became something new. When they unleashed, and I hope this is in sense, when they unleashed this stuff, I'm going to keep it clean, this stuff onto these people on the air, they didn't know that it was a tape. They thought I was somewhere doing this live. You can ask anybody who heard it. This is hip-hop, y'all. This is a moment in hip-hop. They were like, wait a minute, bro, sound here on 4, wait a minute, he on 6 turntables, right? He talking, but it sound like it's 4 of them talking. Somebody rapping, sound like him. You get it? I made a movie out of it. And what happened was, when it got done, because I sat back and I listened to it as they played it, and I was like, this sounds like a movie. Because it went through phases, you know. It took in all genres. It took in every hit record that was out at that time and compressed it into 30 minutes. That was cutting, scratching, backseating. That was transforming before cats knew what it was. You see what I'm saying? It was all sequenced together. Why? Because I had 2 weeks to work on it in the lab, y'all. But this was before multi-track recorders. There were no such thing as multi-track recorders. There was no such thing as samplers.
What were you using?
There was no such thing as you'll fall off the chair if I tell you. I use, and this is the first time I've ever said this publicly, so this is a hype exclusive.
Hype exclusive.
Because I trust Jerry to keep this to himself. I use, this is in my mind, actually, as a kid, this was incredible to me, but back then it was like, you know, this was it. You know what I'm saying? I actually used 2 Technique BD-20 turntables, a Newmark 1350 mixer, and this was before they had cross faders. These had the knobs. Right. And and 2 Nakamichi cassette decks. Remember Nakamichis? Those real expensive. Remember them joints, the black ones, the big ones? I had 2 of them.
I'm not a DJ.
Got them at the swap meet. All I was doing, but the concept was simple, my friend. All I was doing was routing a channel back into this mixer and playing it so I could hear it, and then opening up another channel and add something to it and record it. I could do that infinitely as long as I understood 2 things: sound engineering. See, that's where I lose a lot of cats.
Wow.
And frequency modulation. When you start compressing sounds together, they form a pink sound, and you have to know how to minimalize it so everything keeps its clarity. That's how I want it, because everything was so clear. They were like, how the hell did he do that? Because, you know, back in them days, if you tried to overdub some shit, it would distort all over the place.
Right.
You could always tell what the original was, because most cats who like trying to do that stuff back then, they didn't understand balance. Make it sound like it's real. That's all we were doing. Now, here's how that all shook out, y'all, for people trying to figure out how that shook out. There was some guy I went up against. I don't even remember the dude's name, to tell you the truth. I just remember what the comeback was. They said normally we would tell y'all what the votes were because the public decided, right? So we won't embarrass the guy who lost. We won't give you the numbers, but we will say this. The ratio of people who was for this dude instead of this dude, the ratio was 8-1. For every 1 vote he got, dude got 8. We're not even going to embarrass the dude but by reading the numbers on the air.
Wow. That's a pretty awesome story. I mean, the closest thing I could remember to, like, the range enhancement stuff was the DBX, if you remember that from Germany.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I knew. And, you know, just from my home stereo, of course, being in the military, I came back with the DBX and was blowing people out the water with my little house party.
Everybody, right. But that story happened in 1984.
Wow.
And after that, it seemed like everybody was trying to come out to duplicate that sound, whether they had to come out with. That's when you had crews of 2 DJs playing the same time and all of that stuff. They was trying to imitate that. And what they never realized was I never imitated it. I never came out in public and tried to do that because I knew it couldn't be done. I'm looking at them like, that's a tape, y'all. That tape became classic. I heard that tape on college campuses from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way up to the city of the University of New York. Cranking. That one tape.
Wow.
Yeah, people would tell me this is, people would look at me like this. I'll be happy to send you a copy of it. This is the first mixtape. If you listen to this tape, I'll be like, bro, I know. I look at them like, bro, I made it. You didn't make it. I'm like, okay.
I want a copy.
I want to share.
I want a copy.
I'll send you a copy. Matter of fact, I got your email. You sent it right before we started. I'll send you a copy. Matter of fact, I'm going to send you a goodie package of a bunch of little stuff. Matter of fact, let me tell you something, Jerry, and I'm going to say this, and you're not going to be able to convince me to give it to you. We could probably sit down together over a glass of Chardonnay and listen to it together like 2 cultured men. You know, but I will not be giving you a copy, but you're talking to one of the only people who has a copy of the 1986 Run DMC Raising Hell tour with LL Cool J, Houdini's Beastie Boys, and Run DMC at their height. This is that Pepsi Cola tour from the board. Listen, from the board.
Wow.
From the board. From the soundboard.
From the soundboard.
And I'm talking from the soundboard.
And I can't get a
Richmond Coliseum. Listen, Richmond Coliseum, totally sold out.
38,000 people in attendance at that Coliseum concert. First hip-hop concert to sell out a major arena. Yep. Right.
Now, that, to have that recording and never release it. I can't, because that's the agreement. That's the agreement that I had with Russell, was that as long as you never release it, you keep it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of like, okay, I can let you hear it.
Okay.
I can't do anything with it, right? Yeah,
I'll fly wherever you are.
That's the value of having. The value that I have for stuff over the years is I got a lot of stuff that I myself have documented hip hop as I've gone along. Right. You know what I'm saying? I used to be one of the tape historians. There was no tape that was out that I wouldn't come looking for. You know what I'm saying? If it was worthy of the library. It's like Red Alert has a library. You know what I'm saying? Theodore got a library. You know, in between us, maybe we got some jewels in there, but for the most part, everybody got, we all captured most of it, the major stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Grandmaster Jay is the producer. Grandmaster Jay, the artist. Grandmaster Jay, the celebrity A-list DJ. Grandmaster Jay, the social consciously aware, old school legend that's always trying to impart knowledge to the young and upcoming, so they don't have to go through some of the headaches that we made, not knowing the big business. Now that it is big business, it can be a whole lot more costly. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, just trying to show cats that, listen, if you stick with it long enough, this is like a roller coaster. Sometimes you're going to be up, sometimes you're going to be down, but don't get off.
Right.
Don't get off. Just like you, and y'all can listen to what me and Sarge about to say right here. When you're running your PT test, if you're doing your 2-mile run, we tell people all the time, you can slow down all you want, but just don't stop.
Don't stop.
Once you stop, it's hard to get started again. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with music. If you fall off your craft and then you decide, I don't want to do it no more because of hard times, and now all of a sudden you want to get back into it, it's harder. It's harder. Every DJ knows. Once you sell your equipment, okay. Tell your wife you about to start it up again. She's going to look at you. So where's the money going to come from? Because you sold all your stuff, Playboy. Look, because you sold all your stuff, Playboy, remember? Right? Remember, I just want to remind you that, you sold thousands of dollars worth of equipment because you won't feeling it no more, right? In this business, I've learned over years and years of being me, the rapper me, the DJ me, the celebrity me, is guess what? People never walk up to me and ask me this question. This is how didn't you used to be? I've heard them say that to people. Like I was with Mr. Cheeks. Cheeks and I was in Manhattan hanging out together, from Lost Boys, right?
Right.
This was a couple of years ago. Matter of fact, this was last year. We was in town for the George Clinton concert. So we hanging out, and this girl walked up and said, didn't you used to be Mr. Cheeks? And I looked at him like, baby, he ain't never stopped. What you talking about?
He just fell off. He just got quiet.
Right, right. There you go. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. You know, like right now, if you see me in a lot of photos on the internet, you see Rod Digger with me from Flip Mode. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ran into her at a hip hop conference earlier this year. It was like you said, what you doing now? They thirsty for you right now. We need somebody like you out there right now. Come on, come on. Let's get it cracking. Now she got a new joint out. You know what I'm saying? And it's speaking to the young ladies, and you know Rob bringing it hard over EDM tracks.
Man,
okay?
I gotta interject this. That's an interview I would love to have.
That ain't nothing but a phone call. I can get her for you. You know, that's my girl. I got a big shout out to Rod. You know, Rod keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about Rod that I like is the fact that she's become a seasoned older woman who's upset with what she's seeing in these sisters right now. And somebody got to say something about it. So she got a song out right now called, can I say the name? The name of the song is New Hoes. It's called New Hoes. And when you hear it, you're like, what? Oh, okay. I see what she's saying. Yeah, that's right. Y'all listen up. She's killing it. So, yeah, I can get you Rob, bro. That's no problem. That's my family. As my family. As a matter of fact, the last 2 events I've had, I brought her with me. Just come on. People need to see. Come on, let's go. I brought her to the mix show Live 3 down in Atlanta with Tony Neal and those guys. I had her at the Street DJs conference in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we were just in Augusta, Georgia together this past weekend for the Stop the Violence rally that the city had in the park. We were the performers. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I told her, come on. Because, you know, I said, I can bring Rob with me. Come on. You know what I'm saying? She came.
She's the business, for real.
She is real. She's as real as they get, my brother. So, you know, it's like I said, I got a long history in hip-hop. Everything is an era. People understand I have eras in this thing. So, you got the pre-hip-hop era, and you got the early hip-hop era. I was involved in that. Then you got when the Wu-Tang movement was going through, I was all deep up in that. Then everything changed again. Then I resurfaced in the Dirty South movement, you know what I'm saying, with Drama and all of those guys. You know, then I disappear again, you know. But if you read my history, I'm doing a lot of stuff at the same time. Sometimes it's in music, sometimes it's not. Whether I'm producing, and then when we did Clear My Throat was just a whole nother level. That took us to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? We got to work with Rick Rubin again, American over at Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that was touring. You know, and then people started becoming nostalgic for the old school. So now you got the Pioneers of Hip Hop tour. You know, they wanted they want to hear. We've been struggling trying to change our rap style. Now y'all want us to go back? No. Just sing the old stuff, because the new stuff.
Yeah, because bring the real back.
Yeah, bring that back. Right, exactly. And anybody who saw the Kings of the Mic,
No, I was gonna go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Anybody who saw the Kings of the Mic tour this past spring, they were so happy to see, all the cats back together doing the songs they grew up on, so they could have a good time. And the crowd was 35 and up. You know, and every place we went, sold out.
I believe
Happy
that.
people.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
This past
question. Go ahead.
This past March, I'm gonna do a comment, and then I'm gonna ask you the question. But this past March, I was at the South by Southwest, and Talib Kweli came and performed, and C.O. Smooth, and this was a sold out venue, official South by Southwest event. And the majority of the people in there were over 30. But these cats hit the stage, and they didn't have to say anything, really, because the crowd knew the entire catalog. Everything. Right. Including the new stuff.
We know you. We know you,
Even the brand new stuff that cats is dropping. I mean, people are really seeking out for the...
Oh, wait a minute. It was one of those crowds? Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hold on, I just leaked this. How you know this? Right.
Because they going to go get it. They following. They follow real hip-hop.
They following you. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So tell me about the Hip Hop Dead Forum. That's a real interesting thing, because we got a theme going on. So in 2013, you teamed up with Curtis Blow for that. Let's hear about it.
Here's what happened with that. Really, Curtis and I had talked last year. Curtis and I talked at his church up in Harlem. I stopped by his church, check him out, because I was walking in the Word, you know what I'm saying? And him and because he had become a man of the Word himself, I thought I'd stop by, we break bread together, two old school cats sitting down, So we had a kind of a offhanded conversation about the state of things, you know, because he has a hip hop college and a hip hop his hip hop church actually it works. These kids actually, how you reaching these kids? We talking, you know. Well, now roll the clock a year later, and it just so happened that World Star, you know, reached out to us and was like, look, we want to have this open discussion. We want to pose a question. We want to pose it to the new school and pose it to the old school. You know what I'm saying? And we want real old school cats to speak up and real new school cats, you know, to speak up, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the topic is going to be, you know, what Nas was talking about. And we will raise the question, is hip-hop dead? That's how it started. It started with a simple question, is hip-hop dead, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll forward you the recording if you don't have it, because it was only supposed to...
Man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell. Peace.